We're talking about Degrassi, season 3, finally. The last video I had put up was season 2 of Degrassi. I have not had time to film anything. But now I'm filming everything in advance. So let's get to where we need to be. Okay. So we'll start with father figure, the first and second episode. The Simpson-Nelson household prepares for the arrival of the new baby when Spike announces that she wants to have a home birth. On the first day of the new school year, Emma becomes irritated that people keep mistaking her as Snake's daughter, so she decides to ditch school with Craig and find her real father, Shane McKay. When she does ultimately find him, she's not prepared for what she sees. Meanwhile, Spinner is having a hard time finding the perfect gift for Paige and decides to get her a new locker. He starts a chain of locker swapping, which lands him in trouble with both Paige and Mr. Radich. So, the main thing was Emma finding her biological father. I'll play you the clip here.
You fixed it. It's beautiful.
Your mom's not very good at knitting.
Shane, it's time to go. Wait. Craig took it. It's a photo of me and you.
Bye, Emma.
Bye.
And her giving him the picture, I think Degrassi did a perfect job with tying that storyline up. It's where even though she doesn't get to see him, she can still write him and give him a picture of what she looks like now. And so he can always have an updated picture of her. And I like to think she kept in touch with him. Episode 3. Sick of being perceived as cute and adorable, Manny changes her image to hot, which catches all the boys' attention, but also creates problems between her, Emma, and JT, who begins crushing on her. Meanwhile, Joey becomes too involved with Craig's new band, which does not sit well with everyone. Episode 3 is changing image. And when Joey was trying to join the band, changing image, I don't think that was the best thing for Manny to do. I don't agree with Emma calling her a school slut. And I might play that clip, not sure. But Joey trying to join the band is what got solved in this episode. And
hey, thought you're never coming home.
I had rehearsal in Marco's basement, and Joey, I'm really sorry.
I should have known better.
No, you were trying to help.
I was. Craig, when I was in high school, my band, the Zits, meant everything to me. I mean, they were good times, some of the best. Anything felt possible. And then one day I wake up, I'm in my 30s, and I have a daughter and a teenage stepson, and I'm thinking to myself, whoa, when did this happen? I guess I was just trying to feel that way again. It's Marco's basement, huh?
Yeah.
You know, there's better acoustics in the garage.
What about the keyboard?
It's back in the box.
Thank you.
that's when he's talking to Craig on the porch. I do definitely think talking about that situation was the best way to solve it, because there's really no way to make what you feel known unless you talk about it. And you know me, I'm a big let's talk about things on this channel. So yeah, that just kind of like, you know. Episode 4. The skeletons in Marco's closet are brought to the forefront when Ellie refuses to pretend to be his girlfriend any longer, and he soon falls for Paige's gay brother Dylan. Spinner's vocal homophobia only makes it worse. Meanwhile, Snake suddenly develops a mysterious illness that causes spontaneous bleeding and dizziness. So this is a two-parter, but it's like fake relationship, it's sexuality questioning.
What are you doing? Leave me alone, Spin. You just walked out on your day with Hazel. I mean it, Spin, please, back off. What's going on? What is it? Understand? What, that you're a psycho? You just walked out on a date with one of Degrassi's coolest girls for your mom's pasta sauce? It doesn't make sense. Yes, it does.
Oh, yeah? Then stop crying and explain it to me, because obviously I'm a moron and don't get it.
Because, Spin. Because what? Because I'm gay.
So it's a two-parter. So I said there was a time code of 20 minutes. I think that's where, yeah, that's where he comes out as gay, where he's yelling at Spinner, and it's like, because I'm gay, like that scene that a lot of people talk about. So I feel like obviously pestering your friend to like tell you something when they don't want to is not cool, and it wasn't cool of him to come out like that. I think that yes, Degrassi posed it as that a certain way because they were trying to get a certain message out, but I don't think that was the best way to go about it. Episode 5. Spinner tries to cut Marco out of his life after he learns that he is gay, and Marco wonders if he should keep it a secret from everyone else until an encounter with a group of guys shows him who his real friends are. Meanwhile, Snake gets sicker and finds out he has leukemia. So the main thing of that was the being okay with your gay friend and coming to terms with it.
What's your problem, Marco? What's my problem? That's my problem, okay? And it's true. He told me himself.
Marco's gay?
Yeah. And if you don't back off, I may start to think you are too.
So what are you gonna write next? Something about me being black?
I'll play you the time, and of course the bathroom conversation between Jimmy and Spinner. That is where you find out who your real friends are, and the fact that Jimmy is still there for Marco and he doesn't care that he's gay. That's why Jimmy is one of the most amazing characters out of Degrassi. Number 6. Shawn starts hanging out with the bad kids at school, which causes problems between him and Emma. Meanwhile, JT has been spending more time with Paige and the popular kids, leaving Toby behind. So that's Cancer, and your girlfriend's too busy to hang out.
Shawn? Can I talk to you for a minute? Alone?
No.
Go ahead and talk. We're all interested.
It's about yesterday. We both said a lot. I was hoping we could talk. Really talk. About everything.
Got nothing to say.
They try to fix it, but it doesn't end up working, because I think that's the time where Shawn's just like, you're not gonna hang out with me, I don't want to hang out with you. He gets all pissy. Stupid. There's also that fight that they have at the lockers, so yeah. 7. Things are getting intense between Craig and Ashley when sex becomes a desire. When she tells him she loves him, Craig had a hard time saying it back and writes her a song instead. Manny becomes smitten with Craig after hearing the song and winds up consoling him after he has a fight with Ashley. Meanwhile, Joey takes a sick Snake out to go bowling, and they receive a surprise visit from an old friend. So, mixed signals and cheating.
Manny, can I talk to Craig for a minute? Paige and I had a long talk after you left, and I am so sorry. I completely overreacted.
Ashley.
Look, I know what you meant about this not being easy. If you'd be willing to give me one more chance.
You want me back?
More than anything. Thank you so much. I love you.
So the way that they fix it is Ashley talks to him outside of the school. Obviously, she doesn't know what happened, so from her point of view, she thinks he's just still mad about the sex thing. Which, yes, you need to talk to your partner about sex before you even think about doing it. Like, I don't know how many times I've said this, but you need to talk to your partner about sex, because if you can't talk about it, you shouldn't be doing it. So yes, Ashley was right for going to talk to him about that, but there was a much deeper problem that she did not know about yet, and this cheating one goes through this whole season. 8. Ellie is under a lot of pressure. Her dad is fighting overseas, her mom has started drinking again, and she's given a chance to work for Caitlin. The stress causes Ellie to start cutting herself, but through her pain, she gets help from an unlikely source. Meanwhile, Terry receives roses from a secret admirer and worries that it may be Toby, whose behavior makes her very uneasy. So, mom drinking and cutting.
Hey, Paige, give me a minute and we'll talk about your friend, okay?
About who? Me?
Look, I don't care if you get mad. What you're doing is dangerous, okay? It's scary.
You can't handle it. You have to take away the one thing that matters.
What are you talking about?
You want my co-op job.
I don't care about the stupid job. You're hurting yourself. This is beyond me. I don't know how to help you, but Sauvé will.
I don't need help.
Then show me your arm.
There's nothing wrong with me.
Then show me your arm! Ellie. Ellie, please, show me your arm. Ellie. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
So, Paige tells Miss Sauvé about Ellie cutting, which a lot of people say that wasn't Paige's business, but I feel like Paige did the right thing because she saw someone who needed help and she went to get help for them. And even, it's okay not to be okay. It's okay to need help. It's okay to say that you need help. The best thing to do when you are in a crisis situation is to get help. It's not going to get better unless you get help, and I hope that nobody is ever in that situation. Episode 9. With Shawn and Emma having officially broken up, the latter sets her sights on the new kid, Chris Sharp, while Manny tries to get Craig's attention. A trip to a rave eventually leads to a falling out between the longtime best friends. Meanwhile, Spinner is still a bit uneasy to be around Marco, and he begins to think Marco has a crush on him. So, new crush and cheating.
Emma. Are you gonna talk to me? Ever? I explained already. I thought you weren't coming home till late.
Don't you feel bad about what you did? Or feel for Ashley?
If Craig really loves her, then why does he keep coming back to me?
Keep coming back. Manny, don't tell me.
You knew Chris had a girlfriend.
Which is why I came home.
I think you chickened out.
I made the right choice, and it's something you should think about.
You want me to make a choice? Fine. I choose to stop hanging out with you.
You don't want to be friends.
Not with a stuck-up prude princess.
Good, because I don't want to be friends with the school slut.
Trying to steal away. That's not solved for a while, the cheating. So it's where Emma's talking to Manny, and she talks about making the right choice, because she said that Manny made the wrong choice. I do not encourage slut shaming, by the way. I know this season and on, people are going to try to slut shame Manny. I do not condone slut shaming. And I never said Chris and Melinda broke up that night, so I don't know about that whole timeline, so we're just gonna... Anyway, episode 10. While Terry is happy to have a boyfriend in her life, Hazel and Paige become suspicious when she comes to school with cuts and bruises. Meanwhile, a rivalry develops between Spinner and JT after the latter continually hangs out with Paige. So that's abuse.
Look, I mean it, Terry. If this guy ever bothers you again, let me know, okay?
Thanks, Jimmy.
Oh, I just feel so stupid. It was your first boyfriend. You wanted it to work out. Probably my last. You'll find someone else, Tara, when you're ready.
If I'm ever. The terrible part is, I still care for him.
But you have to stop. You know that, right?
I know.
Obviously, Terry having friends by her and stomping the flower, which you just saw, is how she fixed it. I do think that you do want to have your friends by you when you decide to ultimately get out. They're going to be the ones that are going to help you get out. And stomping the flower was a good way to show, you know, I'm done with this relationship. I'm done with you. You're not controlling me anymore, type of thing. That's a good way to show it. 11 and 12 are two-parter. With Christmas rapidly approaching, Craig finds himself slowly losing interest in Ashley while continuing to cheat on her with Manny, who soon has become a comfort for him. Craig doesn't know whom he wants to be with more and continues to see them both behind each other's back, while also accepting the risk of losing both of them. Meanwhile, Joey and Sydney find themselves getting increasingly serious, but Sydney's jealousy comes out when Joey begins spending a lot of time with Caitlin, who begins to develop feelings for him. So, cheating is this two-parter.
Craig. Craig, wait up. Hold up.
I wrecked everything. Okay, and I don't need a lecture.
I don't want to lecture you. I just want to know what's happening.
I cheated on Ashley.
Oh, Craig, I thought you got...
Joey, stop. Stop. I know. And now the other girl hates my guts too. So, Merry Christmas.
Did I ever tell you that Caitlin and I were engaged once? Thought I had it all. But I was young and stupid. And I cheated on her with a girl named Tessa Campanelli. Caitlin found out, and it was one of the biggest regrets of my life.
So
I know what you're going through. And you'll get over it. I know it doesn't feel that way now. But trust me, you'll be okay.
What, like you're okay? Like Caitlin's okay? You guys never got over each other, Joey.
Caitlin and I are friends now.
Come on. I can see how it is between you guys.
And, so it'll be solved in the next episode, but it's when Joey talks to him. So I want to talk about how they give Craig the same storylines that they gave Joey, driving a car without a license, cheating, like just everything, and they so did that on purpose. And Ashley has the right for slapping Craig. Ashley has the right for slapping Craig. I don't know where Clegg came from. Anyway. So, 13. Chris and Emma finally become a couple, but when she thinks Shawn and his friends are stealing things at and near Degrassi, Emma becomes obsessed with bringing them to justice. Meanwhile, Paige, Spinner, and Jimmy enroll in driver ed, and Paige develops a crush on their instructor, Mr. Falcone, making Spinner jealous. So, Emma getting back at Shawn, or getting revenge for breaking up, pushing Chris to the side.
I love that one. Track 3.
Em?
I was hoping you'd be here. Lucky. I like it better when you smile. And I think you have great taste in hats, and even better taste in music. And I love it that you make me feel fun again. I think you should give me another chance.
You do.
I promise never to talk about Shawn again.
Yeah?
Okay, once more. Only to say that I only did what I did because he broke my heart.
Is it feeling any better?
It might if you'd come over for some birthday cake.
That'd be nice.
Chris is feeling neglected, so Emma talking to Chris at the mall is how that gets solved, because she finally says to him, look, I'm sorry for doing this. I did it because Shawn broke my heart. Like, I'm sorry. That was a good way, because you always want to tell the person, you always want to give them an explanation and apologize for pushing them to the side, because you don't want to blow it off like it was nothing, like it really hurt that person. Oh, cheating, Joey talking to him, that was a good way to solve it. Because Joey told him that he made the same mistake and he's going to get through it. Now, I don't necessarily condone being nice to Craig after he did that, but Joey has to. He's kind of his guardian. Sorry, somebody's doing lawn work or something outside. 14 and 15, they're two-parters, but they split them up, so let's do 14 first. Manny worries that she might be pregnant with Craig's child after missing a period and having morning sickness. Meanwhile, Toby tries to join JT in the in crowd by promising Jimmy that he can hack into the school's database and change his low math grade. So, pregnancy.
What's wrong?
I have a doctor's appointment to make sure. But I took this test, and I'm pretty sure I'm pregnant. Look, I know you're mad, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I started thinking about it. You know, after you asked me that question yesterday, what if we had it? We could be a little family. All our own.
So, yeah. I'll play the clip of Craig and I'm explaining how that was sus, like it was sketchy, because he's like, let's start a little family, and he's not really thinking about the hardship and the consequences and things that come with that. So I guess I would say that you should not go along like Manny did with somebody being that sus, but I'm not Manny. Number 15. Manny and Craig decide to raise their baby, but when they fail miserably at taking care of Spike and Snake's baby, Manny realizes she's not ready to be a mother at her age and considers having an abortion, which upsets both Craig and Emma. Meanwhile, after Shawn tells Liberty to get over JT, she sets her sights on him. Shawn hurts her feelings, but makes it up to Liberty by setting her up with one of his friends. So, that's the second part, where we get into abortion.
There she is.
Don't, Craig.
What's the matter?
I can't do this. I thought I could, but having a baby now, it's just...
You're not making any sense.
Someday, you're gonna be a great dad, and someday I hope I'll be a mom. But now isn't someday yet.
No. No, you're not. Manny, stop. No, I won't let you.
Please! Craig!
I'm like, you butt out. What she's doing is wrong.
I agree with you, okay? If she was just some stranger, I would be furious with her, but she's my friend. And it's her choice.
But it's my baby.
And Manny's body, what about her?
I can't.
I know is a hot topic, but I think how it's solved is Emma steps in to help Manny when Craig is completely attacking her and telling her, no, you can't do this. First of all, a woman can do whatever she wants with her body. It's her body. You can't tell her what she can and can't do. Pro-choice over here. But yeah, so abortion, that's how it gets solved, because Emma stands up for Manny. She's like, this is like what she's gonna do. This is her body. Like, you can't tell her what she can and can't do. Which, even though Emma doesn't agree with it, standing up for your friend was a good thing for her to do. Episode 16. In this homage to the Breakfast Club, Hazel, Ellie, Jimmy, Toby, and Shawn are stuck in Mr. Radich's Saturday detention block, and despite being in different cliques, they begin to bond. I couldn't really find a problem with this, but I guess once Ellie records Shawn.
Hi. Listen. I know I was wrong, but what happened between us on the roof, I really, really want that to be the real truth. Here's the tape you want to stomp on. There's no story.
So I don't freak you out either.
No. Not at all.
And I'm like, there was no real problem. So just kind of like where he forgives her at the end, where he doesn't stomp the tape that he actually should have. I guess that's where it's solved. It's just kind of like, I think, yeah, just like explaining why you did it and just kind of like talking like they did is probably the best way for it to go. Because, you know, there was really no problem, but if that's the problem we're going with, that's the way to fix it. And 17. Paige plans a weekend road trip with Spinner, Jimmy, and Hazel, who wants Terry to join them. Terry doesn't want to feel like a fifth wheel, so Paige suggests she brings someone. When Terry shows up at the dock with Rick, her abusive ex, everyone is shocked and angered. At the park, Paige and Rick get into a fight, and when Terry is forced to choose between them, the result is tragic. Meanwhile, Ellie doesn't like how Shawn treats Marco when they hang out together. Ellie nearly jeopardizes her first relationship, but Marco tells her that Shawn could be great for her if she lets him. So, abuse/coma.
What are you doing here? Terry's in the hospital, and you're just sitting in here? Spinner, stop, please! Oh, did Terry tell you to stop? Did you listen?
Spinner, just let it go! Please, Spinner.
Stop it! Let him go! You stay away from my son. Both of you!
Rick's sitting in the car and Spinner coming up and attacking him. I don't condone violence and Spinner attacking him, but I do condone standing up for your friend. The school expelled Rick, which I think was great. That's what they should have done. But they shouldn't have let him back in season 4. But anyway, we're not even on that season yet. We're still at the end of season 3. Episode 18. Craig's band, Downtown Sasquatch, goes up against Ashley's Hell Hath No Fury for a chance to win a recording session. The battle of the bands quickly turns personal when Ashley writes an angry song about how Craig broke her heart. Meanwhile, Caitlin gets a crash course in parenting when she must care for Joey and Angie after he injures his back, with Angie constantly giving her a hard time. So, Battle of the Bands.
Yeah, you did. Congratulations. And Craig, nice lyrics. They were just right.
The way that it gets fixed is Ashley talks to Craig about how she likes the song, and she says, nice lyrics, they were just right. And that's how you know they're back on the road to at least speaking, and there's no hard feelings there. 19. Marco is prepared to go on his first date since coming out of the closet and sets his sights on Dylan. Nervous about the evening, he turns to Spinner for help. Meanwhile, JT hosts a party after he stars in a commercial for French fries. However, the feedback is less than stellar due to the rather cheesy nature of it. So cringy date.
Hey. Hey. Talk to you a sec? Okay. Look,
you don't have to explain about what my dad said.
It was stupid and offensive, but, you know, we both heard worse.
Yeah, but the way you just ran off like that...
You looked like you were going into cardiac arrest. I was sparing you.
Man, after that pimp hat and the bee incident, and then what my dad said, I thought you were never gonna talk to me again.
Well, that crossed my mind, but, I do think you're pretty cute.
So then, does that mean I get another shot? A chance to redeem myself?
Well, it depends. What are you doing this Friday?
So Dylan and Marco talking about the date. And I think that's the way. Like, if you have a cringy date, honestly, just talk to the person you went on a date with. Honestly, just be like, yo, that was super cringy. And then, like, laugh it off and get over it. Like, it's not the end of the world. It's not a big deal. Just, like, find something to laugh about it with. 20. Paige and Spinner decide to skip school for a day of fun before their final exams and invite Ashley, who is still depressed over her breakup with Craig. They are in for a surprise when Ashley says she may leave Degrassi. Meanwhile, Emma finds Snake's will and panics, fearing that the chemotherapy failed. So the one is fight with friend, but really finding parents' will.
Where's a good T-bone steak when you need one, huh?
I thought we were done with secrets, Dad. I found your will. When were you gonna tell me the chemo failed?
No. Emma, you got it all wrong. The doctor just told me to be prepared.
Prepared for what? What is going on?
This afternoon, I get the results from my last round of chemo. Your mom and I just wanted to protect you.
Well, stop, okay?
Okay, but this is big, Em. It's life or death big. Because if the chemo didn't work...
But I want to know what's going on. I need to know.
Okay. So come with us today to the doctor's. There's no more secrets.
Thank you, Howard. Thank you very much. This little number goes out to my dear old friend Ronnie, who lent me this outfit, and to my good friends Spinner and Paige. This one's for you.
What is she doing?
So fighting with the friend is Ashley performing and them cheering for her because that means everything's water under the bridge, and that's a good way to show it. Finding parents' will is something where you do need to talk to them about it. Degrassi showed that in the right way. Like, you do need to have that hard conversation. It might be hard, but it's better for you to know the truth than to be in the dark. Okay, 21. Shawn's brother gets a job in Alberta, but Shawn wants to stay at Degrassi. He then finds out that he can live by himself with student welfare, but that plan is in jeopardy when his place becomes party central. Meanwhile, Liberty makes it her mission to get JT his dream date to the semi-formal, even if it's not her. So, moving away, or like party trouble welfare.
Before you sign, there's something I should tell you. I had a party, and it sort of got out of hand. The cops were called. No charges or anything, but... Well, if you don't want to be my trustee anymore, I understand.
I have a feeling a lot of people have let you down, Shawn. I'm not going to add my name to that list. But I'm not going to sign. until you can convince me that the partying is over and that you're ready.
I am. I am, Mr. L. Thank you. Do you mind if I stick around? I have to finish my project.
So Shawn talking to Mr. L about the party is definitely the way to solve that, because then he keeps his welfare and he tells him, you know, I'm done with partying. And you have to be honest when somebody's signing your welfare paper. Like, you can't lie to them. You have to be honest. Episode 22, Problem with the Teacher. So 22. It's the end of the year dance at Degrassi, and Jimmy wants it to be perfect for his date and their friends, but one misfortune after another plagues the evening. Meanwhile, feeling guilty for stealing Snake's laptop, Shawn decides to come clean to him, but he soon realizes that getting Mr. Simpson's forgiveness is not going to be easy. Also, Joey asks Caitlin to move in with them, but she is soon offered a job in Los Angeles. So, the way to do that, like I said, problem with the teacher, where he's talking with Simpson about offering to fix his car.
You've got serious problems.
I'll call for a tow. You go home.
No, I want to help.
Help. That's a little late for that, isn't it? I was on death's door. Spike blows her savings on a laptop to cheer me up, and you stole it. What kind of person does that?
Your starter's gone. And your head gasket, too, because there's oil and coolant all over my hands.
Did you hear anything I just said?
The head may even be cracked. It's a lot of work, weeks, but if you buy the parts, I'll do all the labor for free. I want to, Mr. Simpson.
So?
So I owe you. You know, you might hate me, but this is the only way I can make it up. Please.
And I think that's a good thing to do. Offer to use your talent to help the teacher that you hurt. Anyway, so now that we're done with the storylines, we get into the relationships. There are a lot. Shawn and Emma. You know me, I've always loved Shawn and Emma. I feel like this was not the best time for them to be together, but I feel like Shawn needed to be a little more understanding in this case of Snake getting cancer. Marco and Ellie. Before Marco comes out as gay, they're really cute and they like the same things, but then Marco coming out as gay kind of turned me off to the whole relationship because it was like, you know, he likes boys. Paige and Spinner. I am someone who loves Paige and Spinner. I don't care. Like, Paige and Spinner, I think, really complement each other well, and I feel like they really, really do belong together. Ashley and Craig. I do not like Ashley and Craig. Why don't I like Ashley and Craig? Because they're toxic. Toxic as hell. Every time Ashley dates Craig, he ends up cheating on her. No. Snake and Spike. I love Snake and Spike. They're the cutest thing ever. They're married. They're living their life. They're just really, really good. Sydney and Joey. I hated Sydney. She always talked in a monotone. Her voice annoyed me. She was always so stuck up. She could never have any fun. No. Manny and Craig. Toxic as hell. No, they technically weren't in a relationship in this season, but they kind of were when they found out she was pregnant. No, it's just a big bag of nope. No, it's toxic. Chris and Melinda. I didn't really know about Chris and Melinda, but I knew that Melinda just seemed like she got jealous over every little thing, so we don't like Melinda here. Rick and Terry. Nope, abusive relationship. I don't even need to explain it. Y'all know. Nope, not good. Caitlin and Joey. I love Caitlin and Joey. I really wish they would stay together, but they're not going to. So, no Caitlin and Joey. I really wish they were. I mean, they did get together and I love them, but I don't know, maybe they would work out, who knows. Hazel and Jimmy. I do like Hazel and I do like Jimmy, but I don't like Hazel and Jimmy together. It's just something where it's kind of like they were good at first and then it started to get bland. Like it seemed like they weren't really into each other that much anymore. Emma and Chris. I didn't really like Emma and Chris just because I don't think we really saw much of them to begin with, but also what we saw of them didn't really seem like a good relationship. I don't know. I don't think we saw enough. That's maybe why I don't like it that much. Liberty and Tyrus. We saw nothing of that relationship except a couple of pictures they took together. I feel like it was cute, but I can't really say because we saw like none of it. And Jay and Alex, they weren't really a big part, but yeah, I feel like Jay and Alex were not good for each other. I feel like it was toxic and abusive and all that other stuff. So I gotta charge my camera, but after I charge my camera, I will film more videos for you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, by the way, but I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.